Então, se a gente fosse pegar eles de novo, a gente teria que bater nos caras, velho. Tem dessa não. E seria o time, assim, da China mais tranquilo. Mas que a pedreira também. Ah, não tem time fácil nessa fase. Não tem time fácil. Começou, galera. Vamos, stand off.
Henrique mandou 3 reais. Minecop tá nervoso, não para de pegar aqui do meu lado, não tô aguentando.
3 kills straight off the rip though. And that from Lucas Jin is a scary prospect to the side of Luminosity.
Linda, Mihawk. Vai no soco. Começou bem, hein? Mihawk começou bem pra caramba aqui. Já foi 3 kills dele. Linda quebra, hein? Linda quebra aqui, rapaz. Bem.
Mihawk is a guy that, especially on this map, I think can be so deadly, especially shout out to Toke as well, with the R9. He's been doing some serious damage. Right now, though, relatively slow start, just 2 kills to his name. Gallerus now in control of the scrap time, so they'll be able to take this last 10 seconds away. But as we look towards the rotation, it's LG in control.
Can they make this first decent rotation count for themselves?
Achou.
We've seen some hellish games on
Fica aí escondido.
today. I wonder if we'll get that same treat today. Big kills coming in from LG. Nice hold so far as the hill is just about to pop. Gallerus have time to set themselves up and go again. You can already see one player coming in from the pinch side. That's going to be
Vamos quebrar, vamos quebrar, vamos quebrar.
Everybody else starting to find their way through. That's the gas station.
Vamos quebrar, vamos quebrar. Pabizeira. Quebramos, galera. Quebramos, agora é só segurar.
Luminosity though, still getting those close spawns through, so they'll be able to hit this over and over again. You can basically contest it from the top side, but Esfert doesn't want to do that. He wants to go straight in for the kills, and he will do so with that one. Ram's the only player though really to help. Kings is also there for a little bit of contribution, but ultimately Luminosity's efforts there to get in towards the hard point are not enough, and Fokke will also win that R9 battle versus Raf. So Gallerus just at the moment winning all these crucial engagements, and perhaps more concerning here as the Purify comes out for 15 seconds of scrap time.
Matou só no Purify. Olha, tá ótimo, galera. A gente tá na frente e a gente ainda conseguiu pegar a rotação. O âncora aqui é nosso. Os caras não tem nenhum especialista e a gente tem 2. Esse é o momento da gente somar ponto, pô. Ganhar diferença aqui. Lindo especialista do Lucas. No amarelo, na vovó, né? Mais um. Bom demais pra atrasar os caras. Tá, agora os caras. Agora sim os caras estão de especialista. Aqui que é o problema, ó. Aqui que é o problema que os caras usaram pra quebrar. Conseguiram quebrar. Tem ainda o Jazz aqui de garra. Número 2 é quem? Mihawk. Ele foi ainda tentar pegar. Tentar quebrar, né? Não deu muito certo. Enquanto isso, a galera já tá no próximo. Novamente. É isso, pô. É isso. O importante é a rotação.
This is comfortable for Gallerus at the moment. And you can hold this one as well. You've got all the players in the right positions. Mihawk far removed from this hill. Pabdera keeping an eye on that tractor side. Good shots from him. Mihawk still hasn't activated. Finally, though, he's going to get shut down. Spawn's still good for Lucas in here. So Gallerus still in control of this hard point. Luminosity haven't really.
Ai, ai, ai. Os caras vão quebrar pelo feno. Meu Deus, tem um cara caixote também. Ai, meu Deus.
Kings to find a couple more as well, forces them away. That's the first really solid break. That's going to come quite early here for Luminosity as well. Gallerus managed to pick up about 10-15 seconds there though, so not the end of the world for them. If Luminosity get the remaining time, they will have a lead heading into the next rotation. That's more like it from Luminosity over the last 2 hills.
Aqui já foi. Tem que setar a próxima.
Cartel's currently only on 7 kills, and he is a player that in these playoff situations he always steps up. He's done it before. Of course, he did it for Seminole, actually all the way back at Mobile Masters. So he's a player that when he steps things up,
é teu, papi.
I think the whole roster
Deletado do caramba.
picks up 3 in the middle of the map. LG now a good look here at P1 time.
45 seconds remaining on this, and Gallerus sends it back with 3
Mihawk de Purify, Pabzeira também de máquina de guerra. Tá legal, hein? Tá legal. Tá legal. Ó, o Kings gastou o especialista dele. Pab tá bem, hein, galera. Pab tá jogando muito. O Pab que faz a função de pegar o âncora, né? E normalmente o âncora não pega tanta kill assim. Mas nessa partida ele tá matando bastante, ó. Ele tá com 23 kills já.
P1 is the choice for Luminosity. They are hungry for that back 10 seconds, and they will get it. So now just 22 points, the difference between these two teams. Gallerus now going to bring out the operators to hold on towards this next hill.
Holding quite early here, especially from Lukashin, but Henry Cat will get the job done yet with this Sparrow. Luminosity finding themselves behind here. Gallerus in control of the point. Luminosity, the communication.
Beleza. Controle de respawn tá perfeito aqui, viu? Ó, Listerin. Que controle de respawn bonito.
It's all good. Lucky we got this.
There's a guy new already. There's a guy new. And new? He's somewhere new. He rotated early.
Courtyard to top blue. Deli. Ali now. Lucas to the right.
Lucas.
Yo, bottom blue. Bottom blue. One more.
Os caras estão ficando em choque. Os caras estão ficando em choque. Mata ele. Boa. Só mais esse. Aê! Vamos, porra! Mais um. Só tirar mais esse especialista aqui, tá bom. Mais esse.
Mandou R$5. Salve para Evelyn Testuda, que está vendo sua live já pra Pinto Pequeno, deita nas coxas do Lucena.
Tá ótimo. Quebrou. Vai, Pab. Vamos. É teu, Foque. Ai. Não, tá bom. A gente ganhou uma vantagem grande em cima dos caras. Tiramos vários especialistas também. Mihawk querendo pegar a rotação dos caras. Henriquete marcando fábrica, não deu muito certo. Os caras vão quebrar a Fena. Segura isso, hein? Segura isso! Meu Deus, velho. Que isso? Tá perdendo toda a trocação agora? Marco do Henry. Vai dar pra segurar bem aqui. Boa. O cara puxou também especialista. É teu, Henry. Tira o especialista dele. É isso. Bem demais. Foque de Equalizer. Aqui tem que segurar até o final. Lucas e Mihawk puxaram especialista, pô. Não pode deixar passar não, hein. É teu, Mihawk. Tá ótimo. Os caras vão pegar só 5 segundos ali, já rota próximo, já seta. Henriquete já dominou a casa da vovó. Perfeito aqui. Vamos, Foque. Perfeito, galera. Perfeito. Levou. Tem mais um vovó, ele vai pegar o Costas. Pegou. O Abizeira guardou a especialista dele pra usar aqui, hein? Linda. Linda. É isso. 4 segundos. 3 segundos.
Continue to be in this game. Gallerus still 3 points over. Cartels and Core just about holding on by the hair on their chinny chin. But here comes the rest of
Fecha aqui, fecha aqui no P1.
They still haven't secured it.
Yeah, just one more second is all Gallerus need. That double nade doesn't secure it. Luminosity don't really have a
Eles vão fechar no próximo, aqui eles já ignoraram. Já setaram o próximo já. Ah, o cara checou o canto, mano. Linda, Foque! Isso aí, pô. Jogaram bem, jogaram bem. Certinho. Foque é muito forte com essa R9 dele. Muito forte.
Trust me, Gallerus did not have a slow start there. And I'll tell you what, to be fair, despite that brilliant start from Gallerus, what was it, a 60-point advantage or something ridiculous like that off the start, despite that, Luminosity were constantly snapping at their heels throughout the game. They just could never quite catch up. Gallerus playing incredibly well, and again, I think we're going to see it in the stat lines, but the key difference maker again, you know, versus Stalwart, their key players weren't really in the conversation until later on in the game. Throughout the entirety of the game, everybody stepped up to the plate for Gallerus.
Só faltou mostrar o listeirinho do Brasil. Cara, o SD a gente joga muito. O SD a gente joga muito. Eu não cheguei a ver o SD da Luminosity. Não sei como é que eles estão jogando. Mas a Gallerus, o melhor modo da Gallerus nesse Mundial é o SD, pô. Eu acho que eles não perderam o SD, né? Eu acho que a gente tá invicto, o Castanharo. Tamo invicto, não perdemos um.
The stronger teams are making it count every single time they get that advantage. And Gallerus further cement what they want to do here. Or can LG tie things up?
Yep. And at the start of the search and destroy, I'm looking for
a gente começa defendendo.
Raph in those positions where his R9 can be pivotal for site control.
Olha, eles acertaram o rushadão da Luminosity. Eles foram B, a Luminosity foi B.
Utility indicative of exactly what's going on for both two teams. Just trying to find a pick. I think that's one of the massive strengths still for Gallerus is their sniper play. But Foki will get up close and personal.
Caralho, Foki.
Raph with the R9 taken down in the first round, and that's Gallerus' advantage already.
Yep, and now you've got a flanking player to deal with, and Henry Cat as well. So for Luminosity, they're starting to feel the vice blows in now. Mihawk continuing to be effective in this round. Cartels for a 1v4, I said. He's a player that steps up in these situations. So already brought it down to a 1 versus 3. If you can get the skill against Henry Cat and then get the hell out.
Já pegou a informação do cara.
You've still got a wealth of time to work with, but he's going right back for the reach up.
From the position he's in and where the opposition are, this would be one of the best 1v3s you're ever likely to see if it was to happen. And it doesn't. Gallerus with a really good start. It comes from Foki finding those R9 kills to kick off the round.
Horrível. Eu também não gosto desse mapa. Eu não gosto de jogar esse mapa. Mas assistir não é tão ruim, não.
So for Gallerus to match that with Foke coming out with 3 kills at the start of the round, he's doing what R9 for Raph needs to be doing. Already opening bloods here in favor of LG. They're looking to once again get control of A. Gallerus now have to retake it without numbers. Lucas in whipping that snipe is going to make things more difficult, but Kings gets aggressive there with the R9, doesn't find the first. All of a sudden, it's Lucas in left up 1 versus 3. It all goes awry.
To be honest, if Lucas in hits that shot, I think that completely turns around though, because then you would have the numbers that don't have to back him up, don't have to give their position up, so you're then not getting rushed. Luminosity do a really good job. Big shout out towards Kings, who finds 2 inside the train. And then the gun getting the job done. We're over towards A again. Teams went even so far on this one, but look at the hold from Luminosity Gaming. They're heading over
Pesca
towards
pra Bizeira.
Has to give a shout to his teammates and say, bloody hell boys, help me out, because they are swarming over towards B, and Luminosity have complete control here.
Tá, o Pab ele passou a cal pro time. Ele falou que vai ser B. Então o time já tá voltando pra B, ó.
Players that were on B were not ready for it. Straight out of the playbook for Luminosity. And all members are alive here when this bomb goes down. So for Gallerus, how do you approach this one? You've got a plethora of places you can need to check.
Well, you need to win an unfavorable gunfight, is essentially what they need to do here. Luminosity are going to be posted up. Now, bomb is, of course, down. 40 seconds or so remaining on this one. This is a gunfight.
Nossa, joga muito, cara. Ai, quase que ele leva ainda.
So there's ultimately a 4 versus 3 in favor of Gallerus. That one's going to be turned around now. A 3 versus 3. Chaos on the site. There's Lucashin will find one of the Kings. Making it now 3 versus 2 in favor of Gallerus.
Ainda. 2v1. 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 É isso.
Brilliant retake from Gallerus.
Vamos. Vamos. 2-1.
I think Luminosity had all their angles covered but that one. And when Mihawk comes through for the disruption, picking up 3 kills there, it is Gallerus who are able to make the retake, and that's disheartening for Luminosity. They brought it out of the playbook. It is a play that worked out initially, but Gallerus' retake is just better. Just hits Diffy. This time around, Luminosity wasting no time. It is a straight barrel towards B.
Gallerus going through the middle of the map. There to answer the question if they wish to push through Ticket, but they haven't quite executed yet. Right, find themselves in a good position here, though. He can start to advance forward, start to cut off some lanes that Gallerus potentially could use. The end. The bomb is yet to be put down. Mazera trying to put some pressure on, and then his Hen.
Tá, o Henry matou o cara do bomb.
Push through here with the Odin. They get Sug off the bomb. Difficult position now for Luminosity. Gallerus know exactly where they are. They know where the bomb is, and they have the advantage in numbers.
Yeah, Luminosity, I mean, they've got the bomb, yeah, but they do not have an opportunity to get this bomb down. Trying to hit the audio key to draw the player inside Ticket.
Boa, Henriquete! Mais Henriquete, vai!
Jez has given a lot of himself away to Henry Cat there, barely gets away. And Hen is still in this position now.
Boa. Respeita teu pai, hein, Wraith. Respeita teu pai, foque. Tem que respeitar, galera. Tem que respeitar.
Send up the flank when you've got those number of advantages. You know some of the potential routes on the flank are not going to be covered. He just wraps all the way around from behind, can kick into game whenever he wants. He's not the one that initiates it. His teammates starting to put some shots down. He walks through. It's 2 free kills to kill the
Os caras não vão fazer mais um B. Eles vão fazer A. O Fock ainda pegou um na granada, ó. Aí o Wraith, aí, ó.
Foki will be the first one to find a kill. Raph shut down as he tries to push through. It's a big grenade.
Fica aí, Fock, fica aí. Opa! Mihawk também tá de R9, é? Pega ele, Fock, pega ele, Fock. Nossa, mano. Sem respeito nenhum pra cima dos gringos, pô. Sem respeito nenhum. Os caras só foi, galera. Os caras só foi. Ih, rapaz. Corre, homem, corre. Corre. Corre, homem, corre. Opa, travou. Olha, mandou a movimentação pra cima do Mihawk. 2v1. Tá 2v1, mas a bomba caiu lá na A. A bomba caiu lá na A. Meu Deus do céu, esse time tá jogando muito SD, gente. Esse time tá jogando muito SD. Tem condições não, mano. 4-1. Só mais 3 saltos, vai. Só mais 3 saltos. Ó, rushadão aqui, hein. Aqui é trocação, aqui é bala. Aqui é bala. Os caras tá errando tudo os de sniper, velho. Os caras tão em choque, gente. Os caras tá em choque, mano. Vamos, galera. Vamos. 5-1, mais 2, mais 2, mais 2, mais 2. Mais 2. Que zica, galera. Não existe zica, não, pô. Isso é coisa da cabeça de vocês. Ó, de novo, trocação aqui, hein? Trocação, vamos. 1, 2, 3, 4. É por isso que eu gosto. É por isso que eu gosto desse mapa aqui, ó. Ele é rápido. Durou o quê? 10 segundos? Nem isso. Tudo que os caras estão fazendo não tá dando certo. Tudo. Eles querem tentar um rushadão. Mais um rushadão que vocês vão tentar? Ah, mais um? Vamos ver se pelo menos essa dá certo. Vamos ver. Vamos ver se vai dar certo. Pelo menos uma. Opa, mas não vai dar certo. Tá fechado o bombe, Luminosity. Tá fechado o bombe, meu Deus. Duas vezes seguidos? Duas vezes? É brincadeira, pô. Tem que respeitar, velho. Tá de sacanagem. Ai, só mais esse. Só mais esse, gente. Só mais esse mapa. Pra fechar.
Which right now is looking like LG's option in this series, because Gallerus are giving them none other. How's this one going to go, though? Is it potentially Arsenal control to bring it back into this game if you are LG, or do Gallerus continue the theme of 3-0s today? It's been one-sided in nearly every single affair. It has been the case here in this series in particular as well, but can Luminosity potentially turn it around here on Arsenal control?
I would love
tá, beleza. 4A, 1B.
Get a sniff of a game 5, but we're very far away from it right now. Gallerus, do they come out all guns blazing like they have the last couple of maps?
Segura isso aí, Lucas.
It looks like that might be the case. First couple of kills going their way. Luminosity.
Boa! Lucas é muito forte aqui na B de sniper. Perfeito, mano. Nós ganhamos trocação na A, ganhamos trocação na B. Agora é fazer pressão. Boa, Pabi.
PabZero finding one down the outside. It's only Estok who can really answer back to what has been a flurry of kills for Gallerus to kick things off. And with it, plenty of map control.
LG will have to slow things up considerably here.
Tá, o Fock eu acho que viu. O Fock viu. O Fock viu. Fock viu. Ele viu, ele viu, ele viu.
Focky getting the read, doesn't matter. Raf's gonna gun him, so that's a good start. The problem is, though, you might well have that one kill. The rest of your teammates haven't actually found kills anywhere else. Maybe not. Maybe Raf is just good enough to pick up all these gunfights, create some space for the rest of LG, because nobody is now contesting him in the middle of the map.
Yeah, they had to rotate around for the pressure that was coming in. There is actually a spawn kill potentially on the go as well here. Raf doing actually crazy things here with the KRM. And he is really one of the big reasons this is why they've actually managed to find themselves this far up the map. 29 seconds on the clock, that has now been stopped.
O esquema aqui é ignorar A, marcar só B agora. Vai perder muita vida.
Quarto mandou R$5. Salve, Japa. Hoje as cadelas de gringo não vieram, né? Esses caras ficam gorando o Brasil em tudo, bora.
Bora. Que isso, pô, mata o cara, velho. Pô, 3v1, 3 mirados no mesmo cara, ninguém matou. Momento que era pra fazer pressão de mapa, não conseguiram. E agora vão tomar pressão de mapa aqui, velho. Perdeu muita trocação de besta. Boa. Boa, boa! Que quebra!
What a huge name from Cartel straight off the spawn. Will give Luminosity the initiation here if they can try and find a way through.
Yeah, been taken here by Raf though. Again, he's trying to do the exact same thing, create some space for the rest of his team while the rest of Luminosity make their way to the front of the point. Cartel also invest in the war machine. He's found one, but you don't quite account for Meekop with 3. Cartel's still alive though.
Cartel's trying to get something going here. Gallerus only have 4 lives remaining, but they just need to hold on site.
E o Wraith, os caras gastou todo especialista. PabZero também arriscou e gastou especialista dele. Lucas, eu confio demais. Ah, ele errou.
Through thick or thin, they get the job done. That was a scary one for a second, but they get the job Well and truly done. Very well played.
Yeah, and it's the exact same strategy twice there for Luminosity consecutively, right? They get Raph through the map, they get in a position where he is cutting off LG, forcing them to all go up the steps. They can't get through Raph, not when he's got the KRM at that short range. Not even Focky can beat him in those gunfights. So for Gallerus, just getting outplayed by that. LG with the strats, win them that round number 1. Now can they follow it up with a solid defense in round number 2? The one operator that they've got ready to go here, S-Thug, going to bring it out to play. Not finding any value just yet because Gallerus made their way
A Gallerus foi lá pra B, ó. Foi uma boa decisão.
S-Thug well placed to Pabzera, and now all of a sudden LG can start to think about trying to get a little bit more control over towards this side because Gallerus just walks straight up. They will find those kills, they will push out those lanes. Keep an eye on Mihawk, they know where he is though, he's taking some damage, so they've got a decent
Mihawk,
he's got a claw in his hands.
É a tua hora de brilhar, meu amigo.
Yeah, this is gonna be dangerous, but they deal with him almost immediately. No players really spawning in for him to deal with. Everybody from Gallerus wasn't really finding the kills that he needed them to find.
And I think more to the point here, Gallerus haven't actually done anything off the back of that, right? A was totally clear. Now they're preoccupied with the Luminosity players that are trying to retake the point. No progress made whatsoever. Now Raph coming in from behind, having the help of Kings with him. Also Jez on the other side. Jez at the very least will be dealt with.
Ó, o cara fazendo pressão de spawn trap, ó. Ai, 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 ai.
Oh, they've lost a couple of kills as well, and that's going to create a little bit.
Vai ter que ajudar a base, velho.
They can have enough help to actually get out of this spawn trap. No, they are not. S-Thug finds 2. He's going to be left on his own to try and keep things going. Lives-wise, we are leaning towards Luminosity ever so slightly. They'll deal with the players who were there on that spawn trap who are now starting to find the way around again. A has been captured though, and Gallerus are working on plenty here over towards the B side.
Fabi jogou muito.
Really focus on the spawn trap. It hasn't necessarily worked here, bro.
Yeah, I think they committed just a little too much resources to that spawn trap. I think they had 2 or 3 players in behind enemy lines while nobody was keeping an eye on the middle of the map.
Já se camuflagem nova vem hoje?
Eu acho que não. Dia 17, eu acho.
They have a lot of time here. They've already got 1 tick down on B. And Luminosity, their entire backline is reliant on S-Thug getting these kills, and I think that's the route that Gallerus are taking here. Will it work? I think Raph with the jump up might have just made the call to the teammates. That's what's happening.
If Raph can find something else here, that will be huge for him and his team. He knows there's players there. He does actually manage to find Mihawk before going down to Lucas Jin. You can see already Gallerus are starting to work on some sort of flank if they can. Mihawk and Code trying to get something done. S-Thug is the one watching it though. He can find one before he gets taken down by Foky, but here come the rest of the team. But now they're going to be distracted by the fact that Foky is here. He's pulled out the equalizer, but he's going to have so many players in and around him. But is that going to open up the door for the rest of Gallerus, or can Foky just deal with them? He can only find one. But is that going to give them the room on the other side of the map?
But it's the exact same thing that we saw earlier on, where Gallerus, you're getting a player in that position, but you're not doing anything with it. You can't just follow that up with another flank. And that's the attempt here. Cartel's in behind, able to get the team shots. There's the finisher. Pabzera down for the count. That's a bad decision from Gallerus. If you're going to get a player with the claw into the spawn trap, you need to have players ready to capitalize.
Wants to be working out for Gallerus though in the search and destroy with these 5v5 fights, and that's what they're going to have to force here to try and find themselves around. They're down 4, now 5 lives in total. Can they manage to find a way through? Lucas Jin will find
Lucas
one,
tá de pistol, perdeu o pistol.
They're going to try and be flawless. They cannot. Cartels find something, and it should be the round for Luminosity unless 2 players from Gallerus can do the impossible. Not going to happen. Luminosity lost that round.
Tá feio, tá feio, tá feio. Tá feio.
To the good now. But Gallerus, it feels like maybe we're overconfident in some of their play, especially in round number 1. And round number 2 was a little bit of a fumble.
It's just uncharacteristically individual, is what I describe it as right now. Gallerus, I think, you know, they try it twice in the same round. A spawn trap where they don't have anybody on the follow-up. I mean, even if you're successful, it's not going to work. Regardless,
nossa, os caras bateu B.
This round, the amount of utility on side is insatiable. Predator missile down to keep Gallerus inside while the path has opened up over towards B. I mean, they've got so many options to start this round out. And Pabzera, I mean, no choice but kind of blindly fire these War Machine pellets down range. We'll find one, but LG, I mean, is still in the conversation for a B cap.
We're going to try and get a little bit of control. Kings does but the shots are fantastic with the Odin. Posted up with that. It's a dangerous prospect for the side of Gallerus. We'll find something over towards Lab, so Mihawk could potentially cause some issue, but Luminosity, as soon as they got a hold of it, they haven't let it go, and Raph now just trying to press the issue if he can as well. They want to secure B, they want to secure this map. It's looking more and more likely as time is going on. B is lost.
Aqui fudeu, galera. Fudeu pra caralho.
Yeah, it feels like it, doesn't it? LG are investing everything to get this one done and dusted. A in control for them. Cartels now looking to keep these guys away.
Aqui não foi amassado, filho. Aqui não foi amassado. O cara até se matou aqui, ó. Para tentar dar uma chance pra gente. Já era, acabou.
Some weapons of LG. Kings with a double. That should surely be it, and it will. LG keeping this series alive. Arsenal control is theirs.
After looking flawless in their regular season, they bring it to the world stage as well. Arsenal control gets them a lifeline in this series. At all, but let's see who's going to be joining Ling and Q9 in tomorrow's festivities. In the map, before we go, we may well not decide that between these two teams in this one if Luminosity can force a map number 5. But Gallerus, can you close it out? It was a good performance from them in the hard point in map number 1, but can you find 2 when you've struggled all week long to do so? I'm not too sure. Luminosity will have the bit between their teeth, yeah, Brody.
Yep, Luminosity have to start strong. Kieran Hassie and a hard point again. It's a very strong map mode combination for them in all the way back towards Season 5 of SPS. So, we're feeling confident for the moment, though. Not in control over this time. P1 is always a mixy one, and I think both of these two teams, they're going to have that kind of rotation towards P2 in the back of the mind. That's why you're seeing Luminosity back up just a little bit, making sure that nobody from Gallerus has kind of gone through.
All about the rotation, though. That's going to be coming in pretty shortly. I'm just curious to see how some of these opening gunfights are going to go. Very even across the board from both these two teams. It's one of those that if Luminosity came out the gate screaming, you worry for Gallerus, but they're picking up some good free time here. Rotation over towards P2's kind of 50-50 as well. Luminosity with a nice stop.
Yep. Luminosity actually winning some of the fights as well. I was a little bit concerned that they've let too many Gallerus players already in towards Lamborghini. But they're doing well to take them out.
Boa, Lucas.
Shots not good. Lucasin will survive.
Segura isso, Lucas.
Fight on his own,
Ai, ai, como é que ele tá pegando tiro?
Now Jez and S-Thug looking to push through. Mihawk able to double up. Jez will get the car bomb onto one player, but the rest of those gunfights going in Gallerus' favor. Now they've got the back spawns as well, but Luminosity, they're trying to fight for it.
Lucasin trying to stay alive as long as he can. Those get taken down by Jez, so that may well give Luminosity just a little bit of a toehold. Over towards this hill, if they can even get anywhere near it. Gallerus right now are just about keeping them at bay. Operator's going to start coming into play pretty shortly. Raph has done so well to find something there, though. S-Thug is the only one who can kind of combine with him, but into the point they go. S-Thug just does it all on his own. Him and Raph getting the job done. Break comes through from Luminosity off the back. Some crazy play from S-Thug.
Yeah, and you're already forcing out the utility from Gallerus here. You know, when Mihawk earned a Predator missile early on, he knows how important this time is, so he's going to bring that one down to keep Luminosity out of the hard point. Even that is not enough. Still a couple of players hanging around here. Fokke over the top will get shut down, not able to connect with the R9. So LG will get that scrap time. And actually, to be fair, they might have a good look at the rotation as well. S-Thug is snuck through. He's getting some shots in towards Mihawk. Mihawk trying to play his life. That's not going to happen. And if S-Thug can find even more here, this is going to do more than just cause some problems for Gallerus. It's going to turn their attention away from the rest of LG.
Well, eventually, they do take him down, but it actually took the Sparrow to get rid of him from Henricat. All of a sudden, this rotation that was looking good for Gallerus is no longer. Luminosity have come through the front door. S-Thug has come back with his own Sparrow.
Os caras vão gastar todos os especialistas deles, ó.
And here come the rest of the operators now. Cartel starting
Ainda
to
tem
bring out War
Kings.
Machine over towards the fence's side. Kills over towards the back though, coming in from Lucasin. A potential pinch being set up here by the side of Gallerus.
Bem demais. Bem demais. Tua vez. Vai, Pab, desconta. Desconta, Pabzeira, desconta. Obrigado, Pab, obrigado. Muito bom.
Still alive in the situation. Panic drone going out for a 1. Gallerus know how important even this 10 seconds is. Even if it's just a contest, you take it all day long. Luminosity now looking for it. They will have a clean look at this next rotation.
Cartels has done so well. This final 5 seconds, he's contested every single one of them. And that's forced the rest of Luminosity. Well, okay, they've had the time, they've had the momentum to be able to push over towards this next hill, whereas the rest of Gallerus are just trying to deal with one player. Luminosity get themselves set up here over towards the Rock Hill, and they will manage to pick up
Era
the
pro
first few
Henriquete ter
kills,
ficado
first few
ali em
points,
cima no
second play with
escritório,
Lucasin this
velho.
year.
Eu não sei por que que ele pulou, cara. Bota o pistolão pra fora, vai.
Yep, Lucasin going to create some space here for Gallerus. Kings now wants to do exactly what Lucasin just did to him.
Obrigado, Mihawk. Obrigado, Mihawk.
Is able to completely burn through the entirety of the Luminosity roster. That's 3 in a row for him. And Kings, despite having this Annihilator, hasn't really had a chance to activate with it and isn't even going to get a single kill with it. Gallerus are just overwhelming Luminosity.
Aqui é pra gente empatar, galera. Aqui é pra gente empatar.
And they're about to take the lead. It felt like Kings was waiting for something to fall into his lap, whereas Lucasin was the one being proactive with that Annihilator. Finds 3 out of absolutely nothing.
Bem demais, ó. Aí, ó, tamo gostando do jogo, galera. Tamo gostando do jogo. Boa, bom trade. Lucas tem míssil. Linda. Botou mais um. Quebra ele, Pab. Boa.
Still trying to fight for this time. S-Tug again, just looking for that topside control. It gives you just so much control over the middle of the hardpoint, but Lucasin able to find his way through for at least one. Being so frustrating, and all of these kills here for Gallerus means they flip the map in their favor.
We've seen over towards P2. It was pretty mixy between the squads. It was a big play needed from Luminosity.
Bem demais, galera. Babizeira conseguiu garantir um âncora pra gente. Muito bom, cara. Muito bom. Conseguimos contestar o P1. Somamos um pouco de ponto. O próximo ponto é nosso. Os caras têm 2 especialistas, a gente tem 2 especialistas também. Os caras vão querer quebrar agora, ó. Vão gastar.
Yeah, you can find something here. Cartel's actually looking for a flanking player here. That's created some space for the rest of the team to find their way through.
Linda, Pab! Linda, Pab! É isso! É isso! Vamos, Fock! Vai! Não, não, não. Slayer, mata ele! O Fock tinha que ter segurado um pouco mais, galera. Podia ter rushado ali, o cara já manjava dele. Olha o efeito que esse cara faz, mano. Olha esse efeito de especialista que o Wraith faz.
10-15 seconds, that's a 30-point swing potentially to the deterrent of Luminosity, but because Raph finds those moments, he finds that equalizer kill, it shuts that down. Now they have the rotation as well over towards Fences. They had a lot of luck here last time. Let's see if they can do it again.
Yeah, this is the key one, right? This is the one where Fences is always messy. To get a lot of time off this hill would be miraculous, and Luminosity know it. Still going to invest in for it regardless. Jez will only actually find one there with the claw, but fortunately enough, the rest of the team here are still in the hard point to contest.
O Fock, ele dominou a casa. Acabou morrendo. Levou 2 costas, perfeito. Pelo menos ele não perdeu. Pelo menos ele não perdeu o especialista. Linda, Lucas. Pega ele, Fock. Pega eles. Pega eles, Fock. Tá bom, tá bom, tá bom demais. Lucasinho estricado. Perfeito.
Ways to contest, but last time around we've seen it. They did get the rotation over towards P4. They didn't do anything with it. This time around they have got bodies over there. They have to hold this down.
Eu tô Henriquete, ganha isso aqui. O cara avançou.
This time around he doesn't have one just yet. But an missile will be down, so now they know where these players are located. Kings, Annihilator, inside the hard point this time around. How much can you actually find? Gallerus are coming all from this one direction here. They're facing down both the Annihilator and the War Machine from Cartel. And Cartel's reads Mihawk perfectly, and will find Lucasin as well. Luminosity off back, great utilization of the operators, will hold the early time.
Yeah, Gallerus are going to be getting hold of their own very, very shortly, though. You would like the thing. Perfect usage, you are absolutely right. So efficient from Cartels and Co.
Lucas tá jogando muito.
Gallerus are going to be in a position where they can do the same themselves. They're currently
36 kills.
24 seconds to go. S-Dog though, he's got a Sparrow of his own, finds a couple more. It just seems
Foquei, foquei, foquei. Mais um. Esse aqui tava atrás.
Back and forth, nobody really gaining any sort of control.
Focky would have found that 4th kill there. I know that's a lot to ask for any player with the equalizers, but still, was not good enough. Luminosity still holding on for this one. Mikor, can he get anything done with the Purifiers? No, Raph on the other side. Mihawk's still alive, by the way, with that Purifier. He's looking for the players to go.
O Mihawk perdeu especialista.
Able to find anything whatsoever. So as we go into the second set, or the first set, excuse me, here, Luminosity just a few points in the lead.
Boa, Henriquete. É isso.
Oh, they're going to have so much time to now set themselves up over towards P1. And we do see teams pick up decent chunks of time on this Fountain Hill. And that's going to give Gallerus the initiation to be able to do that. Setting themselves up, still continue to find the kills. Luminosity maybe need to take a step back. We've got a dead, even game.
Nossa, esquerda. Não matou ele.
You can see already Henry Cat has the Sparrow out, trying to do what he can with it too. Also available for Lucas Jin and Pabzera. Raph does have something available for probably the rotation over towards P2 in just a second. But it feels like both these two teams, they're trading back and forth when the operators are available. Right now, it's Gallerus' turn.
I don't know if Gallerus will want to utilize them here with 10 seconds left, right? I think you want to try and keep those ones for this next rotation. You currently don't have control of it. Big kill on from Mikor on towards one player. Rogue Spawn coming through there from Cartels. It's going to give them an opportunity here to get inside the hard point. Jez will win the crucial one-on-one as well. And with those spawns now going Luminosity's way here, they've got an opportunity to hold. They're 9 points down at this point in time. Here come the operators.
The operators are out, but they have a pinch being potentially set up here if you're Gallerus. Jez can find two. With the core here comes Raph. There's a little bit of backup. We press from two different sides here. Water and of course from the car park. Up the ramp we go. If you have Zero, you start firing into the smoke and see where you can hit. Absolutely everything
is. O que o Pabzera tá jogando aqui é brincadeira com esse especialista, velho. Lucas, mostra o porquê que a galera gosta tanto do seu pistolão. Vamos. Essas smoke quebra muito, cara. Quebra muito.
Looking to just fire those pellets through the smoke as well. If they can do it, why can't I? Big plays from Cartels as he gets through for the back 15 seconds. LG wanted this time.
Gallerus walking away with their tail between their legs.
Ai, cara, que jogo. Tranqueira.
By the time we get over towards the fences, both teams to take a breath, take a moment. We're getting to the nitty-gritty of this map, and both these teams so evenly matched. P3 really has been a bit of a mixy one. It's going to be Gallerus, the first one's there, but Luminosity trying to find a way through from the other side. Can only find one in the back of Cartels. Lucas Jin found one of his own. Operator's going to start coming in as well. You can already see it's the Sparrow from S-Dog. Finds one, but Focky shuts that one down, and now it comes out with the equalizers as well.
Três caras aí, Focky. Fica escondido. Não rusha. Segura aí, segura aí. Só não deixa passar nessa casa. 1, 2. Aqui é o momento. Vamos somar, vamos somar.
Hardpoint ton, and Gallerus is so certain of it. They're so happy with the time they gave.
The operator usage has been almost perfect from the side of Gallerus. They're now finding themselves around 25 seconds away, but Raph finds two out of absolutely nothing. He's pulled that from thin air.
Boa, Focky. Boa, Focky. Vamos! Vamos, caramba! 44 kills, tem pen. Já rota, já rota.
Rotational battles are paramount here, and Luminosity have put so much into the scrap time. Fortunately enough, though, they are going to win the gun fight over by New, but it's far from done yet.
Os caras chegaram primeiro, mas tudo bem.
That breather that everybody needs, that the team needs to happen now for Luminosity, and they need to take these deep breaths and they need to lock this one down because Gallerus are finding themselves 16 seconds away from sending themselves to a Sunday. Lucas Jin is there with Pabzera. These two players have been the catalyst for this side
Mihawk.
time and time again. Mihawk is the only one who can find something, but he's got a flamethrower inside of the point, so you want to be careful if you're entering. They are going to get in, and Luminosity looking to try and find a break. We've got one more player to deal with. They do that just about in time. Gallerus have found a way back though. They're not far away, but Luminosity in control and finding the kills.
Yeah, Cartel's going to bring out the War Machine as well. Through the smoke, doesn't matter. Just going to fire those pellets down just for safety. LG can't finish things here regardless, but you want to keep this time out of Gallerus's grasp. Here we go. Raph on the other side. Look at the kills with the R9. How many LG players can you take down, Raph? trap. Goodness me, a couple more. Pabs are on the other side though, looking to get it done. Gallerus now still looking for this time, but neither team can finish it here.
Oh my goodness me, we are going to be coming into this final potential hill with the team separated by absolutely nothing. Hestog's brought out the Sparrow, and that's going to give the onus over towards Luminosity Gaming. They are 12 seconds away. Gallerus, the only 13. In terms of operators, not a whole lot available. But let's go over towards Fountain, see how things go down.
Smoke's going down here. Both teams trying to use it to get in towards the hard point here. Who can get it done? Who's got the top side coverage for the help as well? It's LG in the kill feed. They want to finish it.
Let's see if Gallerus can find a way back through, because Luminosity have suddenly
tem que pular.
5 seconds away from sending us to a map number 5. 2 seconds now for Luminosity. Gallerus trying to get themselves back in. Lukashin can find 2, but can he find any more? Luminosity still in control, but Lukashin, he's found a way through.
He's got the Annihilator. Lucasin gonna get cut down though. Cartels with the kill. Gallerus trying to hold on for their lives. Fokke with the kill. LG still looking for the 250th point.
Can he hold it down? Mihawk's all alone inside of the smoke, just trying to go back and forth between these two teams. Mihawk's still alive. Mihawk's still ongoing. 240 or so broken. Luminosity gets
Boa!
The Sparrow's brought in.
Vamos.
Gallerus can still win it here.
They can still get it done. LG, you've got to get in for the contestant. You've got to think of rotation as well. Gallerus looking for the kills to get them to.
Vamos! Vamos, porra! Vamos! Vamos, caralho! Que virada! Vai tomar no cu, véi! Meu Deus! Vamos, porra!
My goodness me.
Caralho!
What a map. It's a 1-point game
Que
win for Gallerus.
HP foi esse?